Hey guys, Triple Five, welcome to another F1 2012 career mode video, and I'm on to race 2 in Malaysia. As you can see, lining up on pole with Mark Webber second. Good day for Red Bull in quali yesterday, it would have been. As now told to go and race, as it's time for the 15-minute rule is about to start. Now you can see I'm on pole position. There's Mark Webber lining up next to me, and there is a title leader, Roman Grosjean. I don't know where he starts, but the main focus for me is getting into turn 1 first. And as my engineer says, a good points finish to keep the momentum going, and hopefully we can do that with the lights. As they go out now, and it's a decent start. I want to defend Webber, but he's gone. But they're all coming towards me. I'm going to use a little bit of curse to preserve for the rest of the lap. And they're all just coming towards me with Webber on my outside, and there's like Raikkonen on my inside, but I've managed to retake the lead. And now with Raikkonen back on my inside again, I think it is, and as you can see there, yeah, Perez and Webber behind. A good start though, more or less up into the lead. Now I'll see if I can pull away as much as I can, and see if I can scamper off into the distance and I really seize the win, but not hitting the apex there, doesn't matter. Got a good gap more or less to the cars behind. I'm trying to just pull away, because I know that once I pull away I can keep the gap. But there we go, it's a big gap. But as you can see, moving on to lap 6 already, because nothing really happened in that first few laps before the pit stops. And as you can see, I did a mini spin, so I needed to pit for tyres. Obviously the tyres started to slowly wear off. Taking it cautiously, coming around this second to last turn of this lap and driving up the hill. As you can see, still no cars behind, still a fair way away. Still Raikkonen and Perez from before. As I approach the pit stops, using the rest of my curves and take the best possible line as they can give me, which is quite tricky in these conditions. Take a bit of the grass. I'll just control the oversteer as well. As you can see, there is Raikkonen behind me, pulling in with me as well. Hopefully a good clean stop from the Red Bull mechanics. Now pull in. There we go. It's a good clean stop, about 3.5 seconds. As you can see, I passed Raikkonen again, but down into 5th place. As obviously Webber stayed out because I've pitted.
Watch out for traffic as you rejoin
and there you go, clean space around me. But then I forgot. Oh no, I forgot to brake. And round I go onto the gravel. There was Raikkonen, because obviously he's still unfamiliar with his tyres, but I've got to try and keep the track position grip, but I've got no grip at all when I'm on these cold gravel field tyres that can't do anything. And there you can see Raikkonen with so much more grip has just gone around the inside of me while I'm jostling with Raikkonen, and there's Carter behind looking like he wants some of the action. There's more likely Webber scampering off, but I've control the oversteer on the grass and maintain the position to Raikkonen and see if I can go after my teammate, make sure he doesn't get ahead, or either Hamilton or Perez or people like that. But yeah, still the cold tyres is still trying to catch me out, and there goes Raikkonen once again up my inside, and Carter now wants to look, but I just say no to that. And I'm keeping going as they want me to regain the position, and that's what I'm definitely going to do. Almost a full bar of curves to preserve, because I know I'm no good in a straight line. And coming through this S section of the last part of the lap, having a look up the inside, but not a very good clean line through there. Trying to get on it, but there goes Raikkonen, he's pulling away a bit. You deploy a bit of curves to see if I can catch up, and I'm getting a bit close, I'm getting into a bit of tow. And there will be DRS, don't forget, on lap 7. And there I confirm them with second away, so I'm going to take a nice swooping line, more speed on the X, and there you go, use more curves. DRS wide open, use the remainder of my curves as I'm chucking behind Raikkonen, going up his inside. And up to my full speed, going side by side down the main straight, but he's pulling away a bit more. And I'm just securing the position, only just back into the lead, as you can see. And there is Lewis Hamilton sitting in 3rd place, so obviously he's leapfrogged Webber and Perez and co. And now fast forwarding over to lap 8. Again after that pit stop section. Coming around the end of here with Raikkonen still staying close behind me. This time he's got the DRS and he's looking to go around my outside. Here he goes, he's going up the inside this time, so I'm going to go up his inside to regain track position and retain the lead. And just make sure I keep the car on the track and hug the inside line. But Raikkonen's not giving up, struggling for traction and grip. And again, a bit further on in the lap, I seem to get it all wrong and all on the gravel. Now there, Raikkonen looking very close behind once again, managing to retain position on the track. There we go, it's gone off a bit wide, so that's going to affect my speed maybe on the straights. There we go, still about third of the curves left, so good amount to defend myself with, but right, no arrows yet, so it doesn't seem that Raikkonen is very close. The arrows weren't representing anything, considering how close he was. All very wide to keep speed, but Raikkonen's on the inside, so I couldn't maximise it. Use the remainder of my curves as possible to see if I can defend him, but looks like he's going to come at me. There's no point defending with curves on the straight. But now around my outside he goes again. I'm going to go up his outside this time, see if I can get the position, but we're side by side going through the first turn. I've gone onto the marbles and he's going to keep the first one. I've just avoided having my front nose scraped off, but now I can tuck into Raikkonen's toe. Come around here, use a bit more curves, almost half of it. Now go side by side up towards turn 4, I think it is, and they're going to get him. Just leave my car there and he's got the position done. But now he's back side by side again. There's Lewis Hamilton looking like he wants on some of the action, but Raikkonen's come out once again, not giving up and following through into the lead, more or less retaining it, but with most of my curves gone. And I find that I try to catch up to him mostly in sector 2 with most of that sections, but now he's going to need to pull away with the fast straights approaching. There we go, very close to him. Still within sort of the DRS zone, but I don't know if that will be soon.
Okay, it looks like the car ahead is trying to create
So,
a gap. He's running full revs, maximum power.
all the full revs, so I dial mine up to full revs as well to counteract what he's doing. But I've got a bad line to see if I can put one on the inside, so now I've got it all wrong for the straights, and there's Lewis Hamilton now tucking in behind me. And doesn't look like I'm going to be anywhere near Raikkonen. No, nowhere near the DRS, I don't think. He's more or less a second away. But Hamilton looks like he can get the DRS of me, so I could go down to third place. From first to third, a matter of 2 laps, but no DRS, but it looks like Hamilton definitely has. I'll pull it over to the left, sticking to the racing line. Don't know where Lewis Hamilton is, what way is he going? Going on my outside as well as Raikkonen, but I'm going to keep it to the inside, just missing him. And staying it, keeping the position, and back up into second place once again with his last 3 laps. It's turning out to be the opposite of the last race, which all of the action was in the first half, and no, the action was in the second half, but it's completely the opposite as I hunt down Raikkonen with the purple first sector. Missed the apex completely for that corner. Doesn't matter, still got some speed. Coming off and coming around these 2 corners, staying with it as best as I can, trying to hunt him down and preserve most of my curves, which is quite difficult because I'm one to just press the curves buttons to just do a small catch up. I'm thinking ahead more or less on the straight, see if I can get him. I'm staying with Raikkonen at the moment. As there he goes, I can get even closer than last lap. Just getting a better drive out of the corners. And the engineers are talking about gaining on cars in sector 2. But it's no good when I've just finished sector 2 anyway, so just coming around these last few corners trying to hang on in there just so I can use most of this curves in defence along the straight. A better line this time than last lap, and here we go, he's going to pull away, obviously using some curves. I'm going to retaliate with some more curves, and now I'm going to get some toe of Raikkonen, getting even closer, so I should definitely be in the DRS, but he's going to go the inside to defend. I've just been told within the 1 second, but this time I'm going to follow him round so I can get toe a lot earlier. There we go, DRS already. Use the remainder of my curves behind Raikkonen. Pull out to the left, I think I'll do, yeah, left. And side by side, bouncing off the rev limiter. And put one up the outside, which will give me the inside for the next corner. But I've closed the door already with the purple lap. Fastest of the race. And here you can see coming to the end of the lap, as you can see the skies have got slightly, end of the race even, skies got slightly darker. Rain, a few spots of rain are falling and sort of bunch the pack up. You see I'm not going as fast even in the red, so not as fast at all, but for the last lap it should throw a few spanners in the works, more or less. Come around to these last couple of corners, holding onto the cars for the oversteer. There it goes, and there you can see Hamilton and Raikkonen close by, and Hamilton's overtaken Raikkonen. There he is into second place, and we're very close onto the line considering my low top speed. And here we come around the last corner, got a bit of curse to defend with, but there is Hamilton behind. He doesn't look like he's going to challenge me, and I win the Malaysian Grand Prix Race 2. I take it from first on the grid to first for the victory. But shame we couldn't convert the 1-2 though, with Webber finishing in 7th place.
Great drive. You dominated the whole weekend. Pole in the race.
So there, two Brits lining up first and second on the podium. But Grosjean 4th though, so he's obviously staying in there with the championship. And as you can see here, further down the grid, all cars finishing. And Massa not having a good race at all, but Kyle staying in there. They're doing quite well this season, more or less, with their pacing, qualifying, and it's getting into Q2, some of them. And as you can see, there's the driver's standings, leading it. Then from Romain Grosjean, then Lewis, then Jensen, then Kimi and Mark. But looks like that's going to be the main 3 teams to take it to the title and fight it out, more or less, all the way down to the wire in Brazil. Because I think it's going to be a very dominant season from Red Bull, more or less an even season in terms of winning and podiums and points and things. And there is the constructors, Red Bull winning, only just though from Lotus and a bit more from McLaren, but it's a good solid performance from the Red Bull team so far, securing a 2nd place and a win from myself, and then Mark doing just outside the podium places. And there you can see I'm about to celebrate with my first win of the season, first win for Red Bull in this new car, the new season. There we go, looking ecstatic as I am. But anyway, it's been a Drift Boy 5 on another F1 career mode video. It'll still be coming, and more likely F5 video will be coming